What's up guys? In this video I'm going to teach you and I'm going to show you how to create the admin page in Django. It is very simple and yeah, let's get to that. So, how do we create the admin page in Django and what is it for, this admin page? So it is basically for, I don't know, imagine that you want to delete, in our case, a film, or imagine that you want to add an actor. You can do it in that page. Like, it is very simple to use it, and it is also very visual. So how do we do that? First of all, you need to import all the models that we created. You are going to do this a lot. So in order to import all the models, you put from this folder, this what this dot means, import, well, go to models, and from models import the actor, the film, and the comment. So now we have the models, and now we need to create the a special model only for admin. So this model is just a class, so let's create a class. And by the way, there are a lot of ways to do this, but for me this is the most simple one. So again, we create a model for each model, and for example, let's do it for actor. So we are going to call this actor admin, and here we have to inherit from the model admin, which is in admin. This is by default imported, so now we have to put here admin model admin, and that's it. Now you have to put here what do you want to display in the admin page, because if you don't want to display something, you can omit that. So let me put this here. So we have the models here, and let's say that we want to display the ID, because I didn't told you in the last video, but each model contains an ID, and this ID is created automatically. So this contains an ID, and we can display the ID by putting this. Well, let me do this, because list display is equal to a tuple, and now we can display also the age, and for example, we can omit the slag. If we want to display the slag, we just put here slag, but since we don't want that, we can put here this. Another thing is that, for example, we can do this same thing for the film. But let me tell you something, because I forgot. Now what you have to do is that you have to register this model. How do you do that? So you put this, and now you say admin register, and you put here the class that is going to use this. So for example, this class is using actor, so the model that you have to put here is actor. Here in admin is more or less the same. We have to put here admin, model admin, and register that, and which model is using this class that we have down here. It is using the film class. And here we are going to put film, well, the film model, which is also a class. And again, we can say list display, and this, remember, is a tuple, and here we can come to the film and see what we want to display. So let's say that we want to also display the ID, we want to also display the title, we want to also display the price, then we want to display the score, and let's say that we want to also display the actors that are here. You cannot do this. You cannot put here actor, since this is a many-to-many field. And let's say also that we want to display here the films in which the actor is. We cannot do that in a simple way. We have to define some methods, but we are going to do that later. Let me create the comment one, and we will do that. So, okay, now that we have created also the comment, now this would work perfectly. So for example, if we now do this, python 3 manage.py run server, and okay, we have a problem, which is list display must be a list or a tuple, and here I forgot to put this, a comma, so now it works. So now we can go to the page and put here admin, but you are going to see that we have to put a username and a password. Which username and which password? We have to define that. How? Creating a super user. So you put here python 3 manage.py, and you have to put here create super user. And now it's asking you for a username. See, if you leave it blank, you will put Kevin. Here, well, the username of your computer. And now here, I'm going to put as a password Kevin as well. And they is telling me that it's too similar. Okay, whatever. So now, if we run the server again, we can come here and we can put Kevin. And now we are logged in. And as you can see here, we have actors, we have comments, and we have films. And the thing is that, for example, we can add a film here. We can put the title, I don't know, Spider-Man, No Way Home, great film. And let's put here 1099, a score of 9. And yeah, we could add actors. So if we press save, we have a problem because we don't have any actors. So for now, we are going to add an actor. We can put here Tom Holland, and I think he's somewhere around 23 years old. Let's say 23, for example, and save. And if you press save, if you come here now, you can see that it is only displayed, like the only things that have been displayed of this actor are ID and the age. And what did we put here? ID and age. What if I put here slag? So if I update the page, you can see now that the slag is here, and the slag was created automatically, and it was created by the name and the age. So that's it. Now in the film, we can continue and we can put here Spider-Man No Way Home, 1099, score of 9, and the actor, let's say that is that. So now we have that. And what if here I also want to show the films in which the actors that are here, and also in the actors I want to display the films that each actor has. So as I said before, you have to create some things, and let me do that. So you have to come to the models file, and here in this file you have to do something in each model. So let me check that because I don't want to be wrong or something like that. So let's start by the actor. How do we get all the films in which the actor has been? So what we can do is that we can create a method which is going to be called display films. So whenever we are in an actor and we use the method display films, we are going to display all the films that an actor has. And here we can return simply a string. So this string is going to be separated by commas, and we can say join, and we are going to create here a loop. So for each film we are going to now access all the films in database. Let me show you this because this is basically a query. How do you do queries in Django? It is as simple as first accessing the class and now saying, okay, give me all the objects, and now you can do several things. So for example, if you want all, you just simply do this and you will have all. But for example, if you want some and you want those some by a condition, for example, you want to filter those, you can put here filter, and now you have to say, okay, the actor is going to be equal to self. This means that I'm doing a filter in which the actor field of the film must be equal to the actor who I am, in this case Tom Holland. So if we now put here str film, now everything will be fine. So now we have created a loop that iterates over all the films and returns the string of the film. So we can see that now. So the next thing is to do the same thing for the authors. And how do we do that? Here is, well, for the films. And how do we do that? Here is going to be more simple. So we can put display actors, in which we have self, and again we are going to return a string which is going to be separated by commas, and we can put here join and again a loop, but in this case, let's say that, well, in this case, we just have to access this attribute. So we put here for actor in self actor, this is going to return all. Well, you have to put here all. I want to transform this as actor, well, as a string. So now we are iterating over all the actors of the film and just simply transforming that to a string. That's why I was telling you in the previous video that this was useful, because now it will be transformed in the way you want. So if we come back to the admin file and here we add, for example, let's remove a slash and say display films, and here we say display actors, it is going to use this method to display all the things. So let me open again the terminal and let's run the server again, and if we update, you can see that display films is showing Spider-Man No Way Home in actors. And if we go to films, okay, you see that the actors are name Tom Holland and age 23. So for example, let's add another film, and I think the actress is called Zendaya. So Zendaya, let's say it has also the same age, 23. We save it, and we have to also put in which film that she act. So for that, we have to go to film, to this film, and we have to say that Zendaya is also in that film. So save. And now you have seen that, okay, we have name, age, 23, Tom Holland, and Zendaya, age 23 in the film Spider-Man No Way Home. And in actors, we have two actors, one each, Tom Holland, and the other one is Zendaya. And I think it will be better if I show the name. I think it was called name. So now if I update this, okay, there was an error. Okay, now name Tom Holland, Zendaya, and that's it. So this was everything for the admin page. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, share, subscribe, and see you in the next one.